Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Ottoman Empire in Kaiserreich. So we're picking where we left off. I'm trying to declare war on Bulgaria, and there has been much unrest in the Gulf. I don't really care about that. I'm not going to put armies there or anything. And we should start the war pretty soon. Warrior progress, okay. Factory output was 5%. Yeah, I think I'm going for that because civilian factory, naval dockyards, naval base, production efficiency growth, gain 1 research slot, civilian factories. Yeah, this is pretty. This is building slot, fuel silo, civilian factory. That's a lot. Yeah, I think maybe let's go with the economy. I think I need economy more than pretty good with fuel. Yeah, 100,000. Okay, finally. Increasing social inequality in Iraq. Iraqi society has always been divided between city dwellers, inhabiting cities such as Baghdad and Mosul, Bedouins roaming the vast deserts, and a caste of farmers working the lands between the Tigris and Euphrates. This latter group has, for the vast majority of its history, been separated from the nearly all affairs, barring their immediate needs, and has made use of the communal agricultural grounds to satisfy their own and the needs of the city dwellers. Benefiting from the almost non-existent authority imposed by the Ottoman Empire, who only did the bare minimum to maintain a semblance of order in the region, this group lived a poor but fairly content life. After the loss of the European holdings and the seemingly shifted loyalty of many Syrian groups, the empire has received a wake-up call to no longer use Iraq as the poor land it was always regarded as, but to shape it into the future of the sublime state. Starting from basically a clean slate, schools, roads, and the vast administrative network were pumped out of the ground in record time, with primary level school attendance doubling year over year. A new local elite, trained and indoctrinated in various Turkish academies, was to further extend Ottoman control of their cities, whilst the Ottoman military academy set up in Baghdad served to create a loyal Iraqi officer corps. As the Ottoman control of the cities increased at an explosive rate, this same evolution could, however, not be seen amongst the much larger population of peasants, still living in nearly the same condition as their ancestors had done for centuries. The Turkish educated elite, however, backed by their armies in the Iraqi valleys, is content with the low agricultural output, has over the last 2 decades increasingly privatized and seized this communal land, forcing many of its former residents into a sort of serfdom. Illiterate to the man and never having interacted with the government in the first place, this class had barely any defense against the money lenders and urban elite, the farmer toils and the elite profits. So I think I can Syrian Greek islands, Kurdish lands, Arab Peninsula, Iraqi lands. I have nothing. Can't do that yet, okay. Let's actually put some savings. Do I have here? Oh yeah. Let's move you here, and then you go to Bulgaria. For air superiority, do we have, what are these? Transport, yeah, go here. And then go here to close air support. Okay. Great. The Grand Vizier speaks. Praising the virtue and bravery of the Ottoman soldiers on the front lines fighting for the honor of the empire, the Grand Vizier has called upon Parliament to provide a unified statement of praise at the address of the Sultan, congratulating him with the victories of his troops, hammering down the shared duty to the Ottoman state, and the Sultan every single one of them shares. He has subsequently requested that Parliament be temporarily dismissed until the war is over, and that he be granted full executive powers to guide the nations during these trying times. How can one, he continues, have an issue with the exalted Sultan, and per extension his council of ministers during this crisis, and how could there be disagreement in a cause so righteous and noble? Answered by the ear-shattering applause from his supporters and the rise of representatives from all across the empire, to outdo the other in singing their praise of the most exalted of sultans and his loyal servant. A vote on the proposal was called at once and answered by nigh unanimous support from both sides, as members of the opposition feared that raising their voice against a cause so patriotic and so just may paint them as enemies of the state and traitors to our beloved Caliph. As word of the parliamentary agreement spread to the streets of Constantine, and the letter of praise is proclaimed to the roaring patriotic crowds gathered in front of the building, some say as part of the organized action by the OHF, tears spontaneously spring up in the eyes of the bystanders as the excitement and enthusiasm of the people spreads to both sides of the Bosphorus. Long live the Padishah. 98% stability. Oof, it's a lot. How are we so slow in stability? I don't know. So, Insurrection Pact from Greece, yes. Insurrection from Romania, yes. And Serbia, yes. Let's do here. Let's say support. We have more. No? No, okay. Can we raise more? Okay. Deploying. So let's go here and air superiority. Kamal is closed down HIF newspapers, bearing the seal of the Grand Vizier and a raid decreeing the closure of all anti-patriotic news agencies. The police forces and soldiers of the Constantinople Cross could be seen going from door to door, confiscating printing presses and sealing offices of newspapers affiliated to the opposition. Liberal protesters gathered in front of the building have called upon the soldiers to cease their actions at once, crying out that the freedom of speech and free press are being silenced by the dictatorship of the Grand Vizier. A small skirmish between police forces and protesters in front of the HIF its main office was broken up by police batons as bystanders were taken into custody for unpatriotic actions and treason towards the Sultan. The Grand Vizier tightens his grip on the nation. Oops. Okay, let's slow it down. Let's see. They can just walk into it. Send a... Oh no, they can't. Maybe they can both. No? They're really pushing us. Okay. Maybe they can win. Can they push through? Just... Okay. Just... Oops, that I should have read that. DDY observes the Palestinian Railways. Caused by looming bankruptcy of the Palestinian Railways, the Ottoman State Railways, or DDY, have been able to purchase them and have reintegrated them with the main Ottoman lines. Already plans are made to swap railway gauges to tie them better to the existing Ottoman net, and the creation of a direct line between Haifa and Jaffa for both goods and passengers. He who controls the railroad controls the people. Second American Civil War. Okay. How are we doing air? Really bad. Romania is winning, Greece is winning, okay. Nice. Have they... Go, 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 please. They're being pinned. Baghdadi students protest difficult math questions. A couple of schools in the city of Baghdad have banded together in pursuit of a common enemy, math. In some places even supported by their teachers, close to 100 students have come out on the city streets to protest against the difficulty of their mathematics exams, which are enforced under the national curriculum. It's not the first time that this has happened in Baghdad, and it's also unlikely to be the last, as the education ministry is ignoring their demands, claiming they are just lazy students and should stop wasting time protesting and instead devote the time on the other studies. ... Okay. I don't think he'll be able to... Okay, nice. Now I can't go there. Too bad. Can I go here? Nice. Nice. And we get a huge... 14 economic missions. Okay. So this, striving for autarky. Political power gain. Cool. Wait, can I do this? No. Is there anything with action? No. Research is this instability. Wait, but I can do this. Yeah. Too bad. Okay. We're being pushed a little bit. That's alright. We'll get a nice... We're winning actually. Push with him. Okay, nice. So let's now do this. Okay. Here. Maybe. Barzani insurrection in Iraqi Kurdistan. The Barzani tribe is fighting back against the growing loss of power in the empire as a coordinated offensive by the Ottoman army, and the air force has slowly been pushing them out of their territories towards Iran. The Barzanis, led by the charismatic Mustafa Barzani, have long been fighting against the port, which has been in recent years been responsible for the death of both his father, grandfather and two brothers in failed insurrections over the last decades. The combination of the air power responsible for the bombardment of dozens of villages and the land offensive by the army, however, seems to now be breaking the final resistance, as the sheer force of the modern arsenal brought by the Padishah finest is overpowering what little resistance can still be offered. Other Kurdish tribes, long rivals of the Barzanis, have also granted support in the form of irregulars to the Turkish forces, in the hopes of acquiring Barzani lands, once the rebels have been firmly put down. Soon their pathetic attempts will be silenced for good. Game-based stability 5%, Suleimania, unrest will increase. Yeah. Maybe we should get an agency. Let's do an agency. But snake. So they can no, don't do that. Damn. Can't let them retreat. Over here. Hawaii has joined the Ice Pact. Okay. Go. Can I go to Sevilla actually? Let's try. Let's put more armies here. Okay. Also put this. Okay. And let them go here. Okay. Is it because it's naval base? No. Famine in Tripolitania. Always left to the mercy of rain, Tripolitania has suffered from an especially bad year, which has caused havoc in the harvest. The steady population growth of the last 2 decades has only exacerbated the situation, as relief from Greater Syria and Anatolia is unable to fully cope with the crisis. Reports from Cyrenaica and Fezzan indicate that the issue is less severe there, as the Green Mountains seem to have been mostly spared. With the agricultural exports of the nation, its main resource of revenue, now almost entirely gone, the government in Tripolitania has requested a decrease in taxes and further assistance from the Ottoman Empire. It's our duty to help. There's nothing you can do for them. Let's help them. I don't mind sacrificing for... Can they go here? No. I'm going to lose that. Okay, can they... here? It's actually good. Let's... They can't retreat, okay? Technology is too advanced. Can do this. Use this, okay. Let's just pin them so they can't go here. Okay, nice. And they actually get... No. Okay, we'll wait until these are done. And... right click, select, and then... But this one goes here, okay? No, don't... Okay. Last voyage of the Gul Jamal. Built in 1874 by Harland and Wolff in Belfast, the originally nicknamed Germanic is one of the best known ships in the Ottoman Empire. Starting her journey under the Ottoman flag in 1910, she provided postal services to the Black Sea region until the start of hostilities in 1915. Afterwards, the ship served with great distinction as an ammunition and troop transport until she was torpedoed by the British Navy. She is, however, best known for her operations in the Aegean after the fall of Greece in the repatriation of many Turks to the Deccanese, and for being the first Ottoman vessel to reach the shores of America in 1921, where she proudly showed her Turkish flag. Despite her admirable feats, however, the ship has started to show its age, and after 53 years of service, she has now embarked on her final voyage to Taranto, where she will be scrapped. We are grateful for her service. Okay, now they can... And so let's here. Let's okay. Let's leave this. They go here. Yes. Okay. Can I maybe do this? No, that's okay. Do this for civilian factories, yeah. Okay. So we need, okay, 30 days. Radio. Improved machine, okay, that's good. Can we finally, let's all put them here, okay. That's going to be nice. Yes, this is the occupation. Okay, I don't really care. We have occupied Thrace. We have occupied Western Thrace with our troops and still hold the line against Bulgaria. Surely they will see the wisdom in making peace now. Gets when the Ottomans offer peace. Oops. Wait. So we're not in war anymore. Okay. I will... Wait. Let's... put these here. Put 2 more here. And then the rest. Just make a fallback line. Like this. Oops. Delete this. Wait. Corporation of Thrace. The nation stands victorious atop the corpse of the Bulgarian state, successfully wrestling back control over its lost territories. Throughout Western Thrace, the army is hailed as heroes, and sons of Osman himself, as in Constantine. The triumph of Mustafa Kamal is supreme, from his actions in the Italian-Ottoman War to his valiant defense at Gallipoli, to his role in the closing stages of the Weltkrieg. There can be no more doubt of his skill and patriotism. Although not originally envisioned as a campaign into the Balkans in his designs for the nation, the reconquest of the lost sons of Osman has made him nigh untouchable within the Ottoman political sphere. All eyes are on him, Gazi Mustafa Kemal Pasha. Now as the opposition tries to garner what support it has to prevent this man from disabling them indefinitely. His rise was spectacular, but it's easy to fall when you're up so high. Change popularity of authoritarian democracy 5%. Oh yeah, we should... Let's read this. Education issues in southern Iraq. Troubling reports have reached us from southern Iraq, where parents appear to stop their children from attending the state schools due to fear of Sunni indoctrination. The citizens, predominantly follow the Shiite faith, are as such obstructing the education of their children and enlarging the social divide between the Sunni and Shia Arabs, as this limits their future abilities. Little has been done by the Iraqi administration, however, as it further plays into the Sunni superiority policy, which has in recent years led to a significant decrease in Shiite officials. Furthermore, they also claim that without education these people will remain apolitical, as such forming no threat to their own positions. Urge further Shiite enlistment. An illiterate citizen is a docile citizen. This will increase unrest. I don't want to do that. Okay. This is radio propaganda. In base for support. I don't need that anymore. Do I have anything I can do here? Expand the Timar system? No. Increase Ottoman array. Expand desalination operations? No. Okay. I don't care about that. Not enough manpower. Full of garrisons. How? We are missing infantry equipment. Okay, let's... Ooh, that's a lot. Let's not produce this. Let's deploy and then remove. Put them here. Okay. Now that we have... How many civilian factories? 21. 21. Put more steel. And rubber and tungsten. Let's not do that. Something that's stable. Like Russia. I don't think Russia goes into civil war. Sure. Sure it doesn't. Maybe. If it does, we'll just find another trade partner. Need infantry equipment. 20%, 8%, 24%. Occupied territories. Let's see. 8%, 20%, 29%. Crucial states. Where are they? Let's go. Secret police. Kurdistan. Okay, Syria. Secret police. Okay. Let's... We actually buy equipment. This is what we... a deficit. This is what... how much they offer. Okay. We need rifles. And... they're selling the most. Who is this? Transfer. From Russia. Okay. How much will that... That's not a lot. Okay. Accept. Send. Wait, why is it... Did I... buy? Oh no, that's just... A sunny day in Izmir. Upon request by his friend the Wali of Izmir, the Grand Vizier had scheduled a visit to the Greco-Turkish city earlier this week, warning that a potential retaliation strike for his progressive reforms may be imminent. The Aliye Emniyet Hizmeti has asked Kamal not to go until the situation was fully under control. Confirmation of a rumored attack was given 3 days later when a known criminal in Bursa was apprehended, drunkenly babbling about a vast conspiracy network he was part of against the Grand Vizier, and who was given the order to terminate Kamal's life. Further investigation by the Ali Emniyet Hizmeti ultimately declared the situation up as the man's imagination, and the visit was scheduled 2 weeks later. A few days before the convoy would reach the city, further troubling reports started to surface as Gendarmerie apprehended 2 young men associated with the old special organization near the town square. Once again, these were waved away as pure coincidence by the Ali Emniyet Hizmeti. As the Grand Vizier entered the city yesterday afternoon and was greeted by the Wali, all still seemed fine. Earlier today, however, during a grand speech the Vizier was supposed to hold before a massive crowd which had come out to meet the man himself. 2 quick gunshots rang through the crowd as the Grand Vizier fell to the ground. Gendarmerie immediately intervened and were able to catch the perpetrator, a young man of Armenian descent, whose immediate motive seems to have been revenge for the Armenian massacres. Mustafa Kemal was immediately rushed to the hospital, but his situation remains far from stable, as increasing health issues over the years have greatly impacted the life of our Grand Vizier. This is a tragedy. Minus 30% stability. It's a lot. Let's remove this and put it here. It will help. Okay. We should be stable in a couple of months. Kaiserreich Pasha assumes emergency control of the OHF. With their beloved leader Mustafa K Pasha in a condition prohibiting him from further leadership. A power struggle is starting to unfold within the OHF as the unexpected strike and the stubborn will of Kamal not to appoint a successor has left the party divided and squabbling amongst themselves. Hardline elements who have enjoyed the favor of Kamal more and more over the past few years have rushed Ismet Pasha towards as his successor, whilst the more moderate wing has decided to throw support behind Ali Fuad Pasha. Rumors have also surfaced that Field Marshal Fauzi Pasha may be trying to take the title for himself, and his wide support amongst the military class, who still form the backbone of the party, has both sides scared. In the meanwhile, close friend and support of Kamal, Bayar Pasha has assumed emergency powers while the nation holds its breath unsure of what may follow in the symbol. If the symbol of Ottoman patriotism perishes, all eyes are on Kamal. We get... no. Nothing new. Okay. We can get a operative. Infiltration effectiveness, no. Infiltration risk, no. No, tough. Manipulative intellect action rate. Operation effectiveness plus 10%. Let's put him and you. Let's see. What I want to do. This. 22, 28, 31, 19. I don't care about this. Let's. Damascus. Okay. Put you. Brought out resistance in Damascus. Okay. Let's put army defense. I don't have enough. I can put him army experience gain. Detachment, fleet, logistic, infantry. I think infantry is fine. I'd rather put something like this so I can get some army experience. Death of Mustafa K Pasha. As his condition remained unstable and on the edge between life and death for over a week, many were starting to lose hope that a quick recovery was imminent. Finally convinced that his end would come, he summoned a few of his closest friends and his adoptive daughter, Sabiha, and started writing his will. Upon putting his signature below the text, all medical bulletins were stopped and the final hours of the Vizier started to unfold. Lying at his nightstand by his secretary, 3 Turkish doctors and the commander of the guard, he addressed his final words to Dr. Neset Omer. Alaykus salam, peace to you. The Muslim replied to a greeting. At 9:05 a.m., Ghazi and Grand Vizier Mustafa Kemal Pasha blew out his last breath. His friend Salih would later burst into his room and upon seeing the body of his patron step outside and shoot himself in the chest. Within the will were his wishes to bequeath all his property to the party, with a monthly stipend for his sister, and a curious note about his ally Ismet Pasha, to whom he left the sum necessary to fund the education of his children, knowing that the man had little riches. More infuriating though is that he stubbornly refused to name a successor, and when his secretary, Qassam Riza Bey, attempted to extract an oral testament, he was stopped by Celal, leading to great tumult amongst the leading cadre of the party. Parliament in Constantinople was quick to respond with a day of mourning, and a joint statement thanking the man for his actions during the war was issued written out Alaskar Ghazi, the Savior Ghazi, Holy Warrior. No such celebrations were to be found in the OHF headquarters though, as the final passing of their leader has led the power struggle to explode into the open. Let us weep for the defender of Gelibol, the Lion of Antep, and the Ghazi of Marash. Mustafa Kemal Pasha dies. Okay. I think this is a perfect time to end the episode. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.